Hello and welcome to Ticking to Myself, my video diary to cover the lead up to my next open heart surgery procedure and beyond. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Steve Kimber. I'm 52 and I had the unfortunate event to have two heart valves collapse in October 2012. I struggled for about 6 or 8 weeks with that after being diagnosed, and then I went into serious right side heart failure as a result of the problems that having two valves collapse caused for me. I underwent surgery in February of 2013 to have my mitral valve repaired and also my aortic valve replaced with a mechanical aortic valve. At the time everything went well, considering how bad I was and how ill I was at the time. My first surgeon that saw me actually refused to operate because he said that I wouldn't make it through surgery, and if it hadn't have been for another surgeon that decided that I was too young at the time to not be given a chance to live, he took my case on, and with my original cardiologist decided that they were going to give it a go if I was willing to give it a go as well, and we all agreed that it was the best thing to go. I had nothing to lose really. It was a bit of a no-brainer. So I had the operation on the 1st of February 2013. 2 or 3 days after my surgery, it was discovered that the aortic valve that had been fitted didn't quite seat properly in my aorta. There's nothing wrong with the valve itself as such, but because I was so waterlogged due to the water retention that I had, all the stitches that they put in to hold it in place in your aorta, about half a dozen of them pulled through the aortic tissue because I was so waterlogged, so it didn't quite create a good seal between the edge of the valve ring and the inner surface of my aortic tissue. So that left me with a pretty serious aortic regurgitation, where the blood was coming up through the valve okay, but then it was getting sucked back down the gap between the aortic valve ring and the inner wall of my aorta, and it was classed as severe from day one, pretty much after the operation. At the time they didn't think I was fit, in any sort of fit condition to go through the surgery again, so it was decided that when I was a bit more robust and I'd put a bit more weight on, because I was scarily thin for me, they said that they would then look at doing the surgery then, and they would monitor me quite closely while I got fit for that. So that's just me introducing myself. I will try and update as often as I can leading up to my surgery. One thing you might be asking is why I decided to call it Ticking to Myself, and the reason for that is that people that have a mechanical heart valve have a different sound in their heart compared to people that don't have a heart valve. You have two heart sounds. You have your first heart sound and a second heart sound. Your first heart sound is lub, and your second heart sound is dub. So everyone has lub dub, lub dub, lub dub as your heartbeats. In my case, and in the case of people that have mechanical heart valves, that second heart sound is the sound of the metallic valve slamming shut, in effect. So what I get lub click, lub click, lub click, and it's so loud on me in particular. You can hear it when you just stood talking to me in the street. You can definitely hear it when you sat with me in a room. If I go to a library or a museum, people say, "Blimey, haven't you got a loud watch?" And I never wear a watch, so I have some fun with that, and that's how I came about the title of Ticking to Myself. So I'll leave you with that first introduction. As I say, I'll try and update you and let you know how things get on. So I'll speak to you later.